You know, the world that we are today is dynamic. We live in a very dynamic world. We live in an evolving world where technology is fast, from 2G to 3G to 4G, now to 5G, and we're going into what we call quantum, space area where information is traveling at the speed of light. And to remain in, to cage yourself in old school kind of knowledge is to be antiquated, to be moribund, to become outdated in present day reality. The truth is that being versatile simply means is not saying give away your old knowledge, but it's saying being diverse, being multi-talented, having multiple skills or skill sets that you can always, someone who is versatile can survive literally anywhere you take them to. There are people who left Africa to Europe and became big guys within a short period of time because, contrary to the opinion of maybe washing toilet or cleaning for others, their skills began to speak for them. Maybe they were, they're into tailoring, they're into dressmaking, fashion designing. Then, like my creative manager, for instance, he's a fashion designer, he's a content creator, he's a social media manager, he's a photographer, he's a whole lot of things, full of creative ideas. So literally, at every point in time, in any space you find yourself in, you just realize that you can never be stranded. That is one wisdom that is lacking in a lot of people. There are some people who just went to school and all they had is degree. And this degree, they've had it 10 years ago. And from the time they left school, they've not done any other course. So if you ask them every time, what do you say? I'm a graduate. They can't do nothing else. All they are waiting for is government employment. And if woe betide you in a country where there are no jobs, you just realize that the only thing you will have is heat, because that degree will pile up heat like thermometer in your life, because you can't do nothing else. So this is a time where you diversify. This is a time where you become creative, because we're in these times of skilled economy. We have left the time of job economy. We're in the time of skilled economy. It is no longer what your qualification, it is about what can you do. So when you go to a place and they ask you, what can you do? What will you say? Or take, for instance, you enter one of the major global conglomerates and you apply for a particular role. And then you go for interview and they tell you, oh, we are sorry, we just hired someone on this role. There's nothing we can do about it. Now we have vacancy in so and so role. Just think about it, that you already had little knowledge in that area. What's going to happen? You're going to quickly sell yourself in that area. That actually I'm also skilled in that place. They will consider you as someone that is resourceful. It means you are vast in knowledge. They will say, oh, this guy we can find him useful. I read a story of a young man who applied as for an engineering position in a company. And when he got there, they placed some politics and didn't take him. And he was determined to work, and he's a good driver. So he told them, he said, as he was passing, he heard them talking about getting a driver for the new regional manager that just came, a foreigner. And he told them, he said, if that engineering position is not available, I overheard them talking about the driver position. I don't mind taking it. They say, you're overqualified for that. They said, just give me the job. I want to work. Are you good at driving? They said, please, you can test me. Long story made short, they took him out, gave him a car, tested him, he passed the test, and he became the driver to the regional manager. In the space of time, another opportunity came. Who do you think would be the best candidate? Is that same person, because he has the qualification. And now he has even won the heart of management staff with the organization, because he has proven that he can condescend to handle even lesser role because of skill and determination. So versatility makes you relevant at every point in time. People who are versatile cannot be easily retrenched. Even when organization is downsizing, just know that people who are versatile will always remain. There are people that while they are asking others to go, they are increasing their own pay to make them stay. Why? Because they can fit into different roles. They know that we can use this one here, we can use it here, we can use it here. Sometimes it looks like they are using you. Yes, it's because you're relevant. Sometimes, your mind tells you, your little close mind, your myopic mind tells you that if you know too much, they will be using you. If you're not useful, you won't be used. The reason why they are using you is because you're useful. And in being used, you remain relevant. Do you service a vehicle that you don't use? No. What do you think about a duplex that nobody's living there? Before you know, it becomes a bush with trees and grasses growing all over the place. So the relevance of life is in being used. So to the extent you are engaged or you are being engaged, to that extent you will be useful to that organization. So versatility is one wisdom key that is lacking in our times. As you are right now, there are too many things you can do. Affiliate marketing, you can learn it. Drop shipping, you can learn it. They're almost the same thing. Do you understand? Then mini importation, all these three, they're almost the same closely. The difference is just a little. Then you can learn social media management. You can learn content management or even brand or graphic designing. You can learn photography, photo editing, audio editing, video editing. These are skills that you can even do with your mobile phone. Most of these skilled makers and content creators, they started with photo and video editing, and now they are adding voice to it, and they are making millions on social media platforms because of versatility. Don't allow that degree becomes heat to your life and your generation because it's hot like thermometer. You only have degree, and the degree is increasing from one master's to another master's. I'm not against knowledge, but what are you doing with the knowledge? You're acquiring it without applying it. That is foolishness. And we have a lot of educated idiots all over the place. Sorry to say it's a hard word, but education is not just going to the four walls of the university. Education is acquiring relevant skills that are applicable to your life, and they are adding value both to your life and to humanity at every point in time. So begin to grow beyond that circle where you are. Think 20 years ahead. What is the direction of the economy? What is the direction of technology? Like a few years back, nobody was talking about ChatGPT. Now people are writing books with ChatGPT. People are creating audios and YouTube content using ChatGPT. Now this is someone's idea, but decide to think ahead of time. And now the thing is it has become a norm that everybody is embracing. So begin to think beyond now. That is wisdom. Wisdom is living ahead of yourself so that before others realize it, you're already living the best of your life. I'm always rooting for you. I tell you the truth as it is because I love you as a brother. See you at the top. God bless you. Congratulations.